Do not attempt the techniques you are about to see without consulting a professional. On this episode of The Dog Whisperer.
I first started getting concerned when Bam Bam started jumping on top of people and trying to bite your hand.
Bam Bam, no.
The thing that worries me the most is my little girl. I just think it's gonna get a little worse if, I don't do something about it.
It makes no sense. She's the world's best dog 90% of the time, and then at 10%, she's Count Dracula. She's, a were dog.
She's mean. If Mason comes too close, like to her dog bed or something, she will kind of snap, and so that really worries me that she will bite him.
When good dogs go bad, there's one man who's their best friend, Cesar Millan.
No dog is too much for me to handle. I rehabilitate dogs, I train people. I am the Dog Whisperer.
When Raul Velasquez decided to adopt his first dog, he wasted no time putting out the word among his friends and coworkers.
I work with Raul, and he always mentioned that he wanted to have a dog, a pit bull. So when I had it, I told him, would you want it? And he's like, for free? I'm like, yeah, for free.
When I told my mom, she kind of was a little bit, iffy about it.
Ay, no. A mí no me gustan los perros, Es bien juguetón.
He was a pup, so he wasn't that much of a bundle to handle. But as he started growing, it's been a little bit more difficult. I first started getting concerned when Bam Bam started jumping on top of people and, trying to bite your hand.
Ah, no. Stop. Bam Bam. Bam Bam. No. Bam Bam, no. No. Bam Bam. Okay. No.
He would tell me, Bam Bam's always nipping at my hands. And the other day, I think I noticed like a scratch in his back. I'm like, was that from Bam Bam? He's like, yeah, he had jumped at me and, bit me and stuff like that.
I've been afraid a couple of times just because he's come close to my face and I don't want it to, by accident him grab me.
Bam Bam.
It could become a little bit worse, especially with my little girl that she's not that tall.
I can't play with Bam Bam because he's not acting normal right now. No, just put him down and say, sit.
Tell him.
Sit, Bam Bam, sit. Bam Bam would just jump on me and tackle me. And when my friends come over here, my Bam Bam will bite them.
Bam Bam, no. Jasmine can't really play with him on her own because, he's afraid that he might really hurt her. And his mom came home, and Bam Bam ran to her, and she kind of did this to him. And she felt like if he would have kept going, it was going to puncture her. His mom constantly tells him, this is not going to work out, or things like that. And that concerns him because he wants the dog. He really likes the dog.
I am starting to have a little doubt, second-guessing myself that maybe I'm not able to control him. I just feel like he's the one running the whole show here. The thing that worries me the most is my little girl. I just think it's gonna get a little worse if, I don't do something about it.
Cesar, I don't want you to make him be a normal dog.
When it comes to misbehaving pit bulls, Cesar often reminds people not to blame the breed, but to look at the owner behind the dog. In Bam Bam's case, Cesar needs to determine whether Raul and his family can truly satisfy the needs of such a physically brawny dog.
So you're like brand new,
yeah. So
dog owner.
Yeah, brand new.
And you get to have a powerful breed.
Right.
All right. I haven't seen him in action, but it sounds like he's wrestling or is chasing. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's normal. All dogs do that.
Right.
Now, it's also normal for them to have rules, boundaries, and limitations. But it would be difficult for a brand new dog owner to know how to apply it.
Right.
And I was going to ask you, how often do you walk the dog?
Monday
to Sunday?
Through Sunday, he probably gets 3 walks.
That's right.
Honestly, 3 walks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So it's effective? No, don't lie, right. Because lying only hurts you.
Yeah, I'm not.
All dogs, regardless of the breed, all dogs are supposed to wake up, stretch, and go for a long walk, then come back. In America, you must keep a dog confined with a leash or with a wall, right?
Right.
That is okay, but they don't tell you must drain the energy before you do this.
Right.
This is what leads a dog to attack, the frustration built, because you can prevent this. You can totally stop this behavior, but you have to change patterns.
Right. And,
right? Like you say, he's a baby, well, he's a puppy, right? A puppy who's turning an adolescent very soon, and they need someone to live with all the time.
Right.
So the responsibility of being a dad and being a dog owner is the same.
It's hard. I mean,
you have no choice.
I feel like I'm living his life because...
You're not living his life. If you live his life, you would have a whole different aspect. You would not call me.
Right.
If you be living his life. Que tenga una visión como...
Raúl's mother joins the consultation in progress.
You know, y cuando él está tirándose o está excitado, ¿qué siente dentro de usted?
A veces miedo.
Miedo.
A veces, pero a veces.
No confía.
No confío en él. Ajá.
¿Y eso usted cree que puede cambiar o es difícil cambiar?
Bueno, hay que darlo. Yo creo que sí se puede educarlo, digo yo.
¿Educar al perro o al humano?
Al humano, al perro y al humano.
Exacto.
Ajá.
Because it was his choice to bring a dog into the house, the responsibility lands on him. He's responsible also to teach them what would be the best way for them to coexist among each other.
Because Raúl's situation involves the whole family, Cesar enlists his own sons, Calvin and Andre, as well as his trusty pit bull Daddy, to assist in the rehabilitation.
By me bringing my kids into the picture, I want to show Raúl how, from a father point of view, you can pass good information or bad information. Okay. I'm gonna show you a trick. Before you let a dog go, this position here is very much as a dog fight. So we don't wanna.
Cesar starts with the basics, teaching Raúl how to make sure Bam Bam is calm and submissive before introducing him to another dog.
We're gonna relax him just a little bit, right there. If we would have let him go the way he was earlier,
he would have felt threatened.
Daddy would have felt the need of pinning him down and put him in the floor. I gotta see. See, now Bam Bam is in a more submissive state. Look at Daddy, keep his neck higher.
Right.
See, he's not jumping on Daddy, he's not attacking Daddy. You don't have an aggressive dog yet.
Right.
Which that's what we're here to prevent, right? What you do have is an excited dog who's controlling people, and that makes him excited dominant. Opening the door is an activity. A lot of people open the door and like, where's the dog? Right? Or holding the door. Hold the dog, because the dog is gonna run away. But you're supposed to open the door without... See, this is the way you're supposed to open the door.
Right.
This is respect. This is rules. Now, Daddy is teaching door open doesn't mean you walk away, see? Look at this, it's beautiful. Shh, life. Right?
Yeah, if I would have been there, he would have walked out already.
Shh. Look. So right there. See that go? Boom, touch, create, bam, right there.
Like when he's funny when he does his tongue like that.
Yeah. All right, so if he comes this way, you guys send them right back over there.
Cesar's sons, Andre and Calvin, demonstrate how to use their energy and body language to control Bam Bam.
Now, guys, step back so he learns the lesson. Right there, touch. Nice. Nice. Because if you stay there, you become the physical wall.
Right.
Right? So you want him to learn his job is to go all the way over there without you putting a wall.
Right.
Right? You gotta touch now, Andre. Touch. You gotta follow through. This is good. You have to surrender. He has learned to nip at people. How many times have he done this to you?
Oh, every day when I come from work.
Yeah, he's nervous. Right there. Now, what you need to do is you have to make sure you follow through until he totally relaxes. Otherwise, he stays nervous and so he's biting from nervousness. Right now, that was a nervous behavior. That's why I came and make sure that I apply what, I follow through. See what I'm looking for? I'm looking for him to relax and lower the head and change the energy, because he was like,
right.
He became nervous. And when they're nervous, they can hurt you. See? They don't born like this. Something happened to him. Hey. To me, it's a sign or symptoms where a dog needs to drain his energy with whatever is accessible to him, And then sometimes your hands are accessible to a dog. So he got nervous. So that doesn't mean he's aggressive. But if you see these and you become nervous about it, then you can turn him into nervous dominant.
See, and that's the thing with myself and my mom or whatever they come. If he's nibbling at your hands or whatever,
then you try to touch him or correct him, and then he gets nervous because you have not nipped it in the butt from the beginning.
Right.
You see it? So because you have, in a way, nurtured the bad behavior, and then one day you decide to correct him, that makes him nervous.
As Caesar prepares for the next exercise, he notices that 7-year-old Jasmine shouts at Bam Bam to correct him.
No. Oh, I see. See, that's actually something that kids have to learn. Hold on, sweetie. Let me show you how to do it. Okay, so that's more powerful than screaming Bam Bam. All right, so we are discovering that my girl here screams when she's trying to control Bam Bam. You see what I mean? So that you have to teach your crew to do it in a calm way. So now he knows that what this means go over there.
The next lesson involves teaching Bam Bam to stay in the yard when the driveway gate opens.
But you see how quick he learns?
Yeah.
So it's not that he's not willing to learn. Also, another way that dogs can become nervous is when they don't get to be themselves, right? So when people do ears, eyes, and they don't do nose, eyes, that gets them nervous. So that's, if you notice how Daddy didn't say, hi, Bam Bam, I'm here to help you. Daddy gave scent and energy.
Right.
And notice that with Daddy, he behaves totally natural.
Right.
No growling, no nothing negative with it. So animals are much quicker to learn than humans because they don't rationalize, they just react.
Right.
Now, let's go inside the house so I can show you how to maintain the same state of mind.
Okay.
Now, before we go in there, see, right now he's pulling, so if you send him in there, he's gonna run in there, right? There you go, nice, relax. Then, shh. Hold on. I'm gonna send him back. There you go. There you go. So we're gonna start all over again.
So should I grab his leash?
You can. Nice. See, at this point, don't. You look. Watch this. At this point, he's already protecting himself, right? Okay. So relax the tension. At this point, you relax the tension. You have to help him to change how he feels about the touch. When you touch here, he feels tense, you know what I mean? So he feels like he's in some kind of chaotic problem, So you have to change, there we go, have to create the difference, yeah. We just changed the way he feels about the touch. Look, he's not, there we go, licking is good. Right now, the way you are addressing yourself to him, he doesn't trust you. Right. So he's fighting you back. They don't come to tense energy. You can't force a dog to come to you in a negative way. You can force him to do it in a positive way.
So should I just make him sit first?
Yeah, right here. Just keep him right here. Nice. Once he relaxes, you have to let the leash go. There we go. Then you walk in there first. I'm gonna send him back in there. There you go, relax. We're gonna let him, you know, just for right now, because he is in a calm, submissive state.
Okay. Yeah, because usually when I try to leave him in the house, so usually it's kind of like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, because nobody is claiming the space. You know what I mean? Nobody's being the authority figure. Everybody is being the excited figure, screaming figure, frustrated figure, don't know figure.
Right.
You
Most
see
of them know part.
Yeah. So it's very difficult for him to know what direction should take.
Right. My mom, she gets mad of whatever he does, and that might frustrate me as far as like, cause it comes back to me, like you said, oh, it's your dog. Look what your dog did now, you know. But I feel like she don't take the time to understand that he's a dog. Like, you know, he's gonna do those things. He's gonna bite the living room table or...
Yeah, but it's a rule not to do it.
True. Right.
You're in a way excusing him for misbehaving.
Right.
You know, you see what I'm saying? It's like the responsibility you brought it into your life.
True.
So that's what separates you from the boys and the men.
Right.
So your expectations are high, but your fulfillment is low. See, at that time, we have to teach our daughter that when he put his feet here, she can give affection. Because and then she nurtures the behavior.
Like, don't pet him, right?
Raul attempts to employ Caesar's methods.
Perfect time. Remember, if he's not listening to you quick enough, it's because you're also learning, okay? So there you go, perfect. That's the time that you stop and you walk back. And if he follows you, bam, right there. Now, if you leave him here, you can't start the discipline or you can't send him back there when he's already here. At the moment that he gets up, you have to remind him, not yet, don't move yet. They live in the second world. Everything they do is by the second. They can be like this, and then they can go into that state in a second, right?
Right.
So your job is to detect the state of mind from here.
Okay.
Next, Caesar demonstrates how to maintain order during mealtime, which is a vital ritual in every dog-owner relationship.
So we bring the food, which is going to create a smell. This is all about, you know, again, claiming the space. Something that we normally don't do. Very important for him not to get close to the food. See that? Hey. Right? There we go. So this way people can eat comfortably, see how much space I'm asking. It's normal for him to be curious. Now, if you start doing this, hey, hi. Oh, that is an invitation for them to chase the food and you at the same time.
Right.
But if you claim the food and you say, this is my food, and then he understands to respect. Now, I want to see you walking with the food right here in this area. That's an exercise, okay? And I want you to practice. No, okay?
Only no.
Only no, okay? So, you got it? The goal is for him to follow you and respect you. Okay. So your job is to supervise. Come back. Nice. I like that. He's already learning that smell tells the brain, give more distance. The smell alone.
Next, Daddy returns as a calm, submissive role model, while Caesar teaches Raul to master the walk.
Turn around, Raul. This is nice, right? Isn't it?
Right.
This is nice, right here. Look, let me be in front so you can see it. Look, right there. See, the touch is just for him not to pass. There you go. Oh, look at that. That's a silence, quiet energy, eye contact. Look at the eye contact, see it? Look at the tail, it's not moving, it's ready to pounce. So we're not gonna make anything out of it. Our dogs are not projecting, we're gonna take over, we're not being aggressive about it. That's the conversation. That's a conversation right there.
Right.
Daddy's gonna try to protect. Now, listen to the bark. This bark is a territorial bark, but means no harm.
Okay.
But if he barks and surprise you and you go this way, oh man, that makes him go into a higher level. So this is really good.
Suddenly, there's a scuffle across the street. An off-leash pit bull charges some passers-by with their dog, presenting Caesar with an unexpected challenge.
Today we had what I call a miracle day because we had a situation where a pit bull who was off-leash charged somebody that was not really following us, just walking with a dog. And it was a perfect opportunity for me to show him what would I do in a situation like that. I get this question all the time. What would I do if a dog charged me? Well, don't panic. That's easier to say. And then the pit bull came after us. Yeah. It's a big dog, it's loose. But see, there's another little dog. Hey. I corrected the pit bull and didn't claim my space. He didn't take it personal, he just gave me my space. This is an area that is populated by a lot of dogs. Not only populated by a lot of dogs, there's a lot of dogs, off-leash dogs in the street. So, to me, the ideal area to become a pack leader, you know, because the more I show my dog that those dogs respect me and I can control them from far away, and the more pack leader I become. To me, this is the perfect area to become pack leader.
Caesar believes Bam Bam is a good candidate for the illusion collar, which will give Raul better control on their walks. The collar is designed to fit the entire length of a dog's neck to provide proper positioning for more effective corrections.
Yes, you gotta invest one whole day just for him to learn to be okay with the whole ritual. I didn't win with the protest there. See how he's gonna keep it all the way in the top?
I don't hold his whole neck, huh?
Yeah. So it stays all the way in the top all the time. You'd have to adjust all the time. That's a good pull right there.
Right, because, well...
Watch this. So you pull, but you stay tense. You pull and relax.
Okay.
See, that's very important that your dog keep his shoulders up, his head up, not looking at the floor. Your dog is not pulling on the leash. Look at how the leash is looking nice. Your dog is corrected perfectly. Perfect. There you go. Perfect timing. Keep walking. You're doing. What he's saying is, do not pay attention to the dogs who are behind the wall, frustrated. Now, if you find yourself doing this too much, and then go to, you know, send them back to go.
If I'm finding myself pulling too much?
Yeah, if you find yourself more than 3 times, you have to change the touch.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna get stuck in one way and then it's not gonna work.
Right.
Okay, sweetie pie. Please, let's go that way. Relax the tension, sweetie. There we go. That's nice. That's very nice. Keep going. There you go. That was good. Then relax the tension. Keep the pull, and then relax. See it? Now, this is one thing that you have to master regardless how old you are, okay? Okay, come back here, open the door. Relax. Hold on. And then you tell him stay.
Stay.
Going inside the house or coming outside the house, same ritual. Human first.
Right.
Then human invites in.
Okay.
So he never drags you in,
right,
or he never drags you out.
And I did the same thing as my dad, and now Caesar changed him to be a good dog, not a bad dog.
Bueno, gracias. Nos vemos. See you later. Okay. Thanks for being here. Bye.
It's a brand new day. What Bam Bam needs is a lot of attention, you know, and a lot of commitment.
Me ha destruido, pues, la carpeta, todo, pero conforme los días que uno le va tomando cariño a los perros.
The biggest thing I learned today is when Bam Bam jumps on me, I'm gonna tell him, shh, no.
Before their marriage, before their son Mason joined the family, Kim and Lance Mehegan had another couple in their lives.
Well, Huckleberry. Big guy.
Hey, Hans.
Harley's personality is he's a real slow guy. Nice guy, gets along with everybody.
My parents have a pool, so in the summer he goes swimming every single day, and he can swim for hours and hours and hours.
Mason can crawl all over Harley. He can gouge Harley's eyes out. He kicks Harley. He climbs on Harley. He pulls Harley's lips, and Harley will just keep snoring.
One of my sisters lives in Arizona, and she adopted a dog from the shelter. Amelie was at home all by herself all day, so then my sister called us and said, "Can you come pick up Amelie?" She's my dog now. She is the sweetest dog ever. She loves people. I mean, people are like, "She's so friendly. She's such an angel." I'm like, just wait till the devil comes out in her.
It makes no sense. She's the world's best dog 90% of the time, and then that 10%, she's Count Dracula. She's, you know, a were-dog.
She's mean.
It's all right, Harley.
Oh my God, I've never heard a dog scream so loud in my life. When we go on walks, Amelie screams at all other dogs. It's just miserable taking her walks. When it's just Amelie, I'm like, okay, whatever. She could scream at all the dogs she wants. It's annoying and embarrassing, but she's only 8 pounds. She can't do anything. But I walk Harley and Amelie together, and it is so hard and stressful walking the two of them together because Amelie will scream, and then Harley wants to go after the dog too because he wants to protect Amelie. When we first brought Mason home for the first couple months, Amelie loved Mason. Amelie thought that Mason was her baby. She has this orange stuffed bone. She loves that bone. She would give Mason her toy. She would drop it on his chest.
Once Mason got mobile, Amelie decided it was a different thing. You put him down and he's mobile, and Amelie doesn't like that at all.
If he would come too close, like to her dog bed or something, she would growl at him and kind of snap. She never bit, but just like snap. Oh, Amelie. And so that really worries me that she will bite him.
I don't like to think that Amelie would ever bite Mason, but I'm not willing to take that chance.
I hope that Caesar could make Amelie nice.
Amelie's been through obedience school, and Amelie's been to agility classes, and Amelie's been through all these things. And so all these professionals have tried, and still, Amelie has failed.
And so the dog is dominating Harley,
Yeah.
the baby.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
No, she loves people. We can do anything. We can take food away from her. We could take her toys away. We can do anything with her.
It's just dogs and the baby. Yeah. And I think that since the baby crawled, things have changed.
He used to be her baby. She loved him so much. It was like she would cry, go around the house looking for him. Now she's becoming a little mean to him. She's getting nervous that she'll bite him because she snapped. So she's never bit anyone, but I'm always worried. You know?
She bites his hind.
What about?
She's never bit Harley, but she'll jump at him and make loud scary noise.
Touch it.
Yeah.
Like you said, she never bit anyone, but she touched them. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
They don't have to necessarily use their mouth to practice physical touch with dominance.
Okay.
It's a perfect example that this story tells you the body doesn't mean much as mind. You know, Chihuahua controlling Mastiff, no more than 10 pounds, controlling 190 pounds. So because nobody, I don't know, it sounds like it, that nobody set rules, boundaries, limitations during the time of raising the baby, she took it as, okay, this is part of my pack. You know, so since it's part of my pack, I'm going to correct them. So that's the part where she is a little confused. Okay, you guys, with you I surrender, but with him I don't. But you guys never asked me to surrender to your son. Gotcha. You actually give me power to tell your son what I want, to be in his space anytime I want it. You know, maybe because you saw her bringing something, you say, oh, how cute. But she was in his space without you guys, the pack leaders, telling how far to come into the space. So when they can just come into your space anytime without you saying it's okay, that's dominance.
Okay.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
See, this is what you like this one, because it's a submissive state, it's a follower. The reason why you're having trouble with that one is because it's carrying the dominant position, the leader. So anybody who has a dog who doesn't listen is going to have problems because they're predator.
But we don't know what to do with her.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, that's what
I mean,
I see where you are, like,
Yeah.
lost.
I mean, I hold her back, she screams louder. I yell at her, she screams louder.
All those things are bad. But most important is that you understand you're not playing leadership role, even though you're doing a lot of these things that you're mentioning.
Okay.
In her brain, you are not the pack leader.
I know I'm not, because I don't want to.
What?
Know. I love her.
All right, come on, speak out. Say it. Say how you feel. That's what we want to find out.
I don't want to hurt her like Lance will, like, what do you do?
She's a little bit of the enabler. Because when Amelie goes to do something, you know, I'll go, Amelie, you know, and she immediately goes, come here, no, and she takes Amelie and protects. Like, I never hurt the dog, but she doesn't want the dog. She's worried the dog will become sheepish.
I don't want her to hate people.
Yeah.
Human is the only species they hate, so get rid of that because they don't hate.
Okay.
That's a sad thing.
Well, I don't want her to.
To become
Be
fearful of
mean to
people,
people.
to become fearful of people, nervous of people, insecure of people, to less trust of people. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want to create that. What you need to understand here is about respect. You're not respecting her nature.
Okay.
She'd rather be a dog than a human being.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge is always how can I convince a human to practice a different way of being, to learn to be pack leader.
This new way of being must begin with inviolable rules for Amelie's behavior whenever she is around little Mason.
So she would be by then. I mean, that's bad right there.
She would snap it.
Yeah, but see the silence that she's sharing?
Yeah.
That's a warning.
Okay.
Hey, you have to immediately snap her out of it from there.
Okay.
Look, come over here with me.
Yes, sir.
So
Hey,
that's
Mace.
normal. There's nothing
Mace.
wrong with that because what you're seeing is avoidance submission.
Yeah.
Hey, when it was looking.
Yeah, she was about to
Yeah.
do it.
So your job is to tell her not to focus on the baby. Whenever they focus on things, they become a target.
Okay.
You know, so the silence is the beginning of, the sound is a warning, and then.
Okay.
So if you there you go, that says it.
Yeah.
Total relief. See that breathing?
Yeah.
That breathing happened. The breathe. It's a big relief for them to know what to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Once she key on him.
Yeah, how did you do that?
So now I'm going to provide even more power and more safety to Mason. There you go, right? See? Look. I'm changing this
Okay.
to this. You saw it?
Okay.
She's
Oh,
looking at
her,
Mason
yeah.
like this.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That is the beginning,
Okay. Yeah.
right? So if you stop it there, the brain never escalates to something higher than that.
Okay.
So it's like when they say nip it in the bud.
Yes.
That is nip her in the bud.
Okay.
See, she's not afraid of me.
No.
You know what I mean? She's just respectful of me.
But how did you get her to stop?
Well, I really mean what I'm saying, and I'm observing that this is not healthy. It's the energy that it speaks louder than words.
Okay. So maybe she knows that I don't mean it? Is that she thinks?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This one is avoidance submission.
Okay.
Better than fight. Because when she does those things, she's in a fight state, dominant state, territorial state. But when the brain is in this state of mind, it's an avoidance. It's avoiding the situation, surrendering. You want surrendering, not avoiding. But that's perfect for a dog that normally fights to choose avoidance. That's right, Mason. I'm with you, buddy. See, I am supporting. Because he means no harm. With Mason just being totally, I want to explore that toy. I want that toy. He just goes and get it. The parents are not showing how to be assertive without being harmful to the dog. Sometimes babies, they just grab things, they don't know their mechanics yet. And so they can go and hurt animal. But animal can also hurt baby. So it takes the same. You have to be a good pack leader for both, so they can coexist among each other. Yeah. This case has exercise, but not rules, boundaries, limitations.
Caesar hopes to trigger one of Amelie's barking fits by positioning one of his pack members outside the window.
All right, watch this, buddy. The intenser they get, hey, the intenser they get, Harley comes in and joins, his energy is much bigger. So I had to stop him from providing the bass feeling. Oh, it's very intense. But Amelie started the whole thing. It was not Harley. Amelie started, he just followed his pack leader. It's because I let her go to a higher level, see how hard it was to stop her. So notice that I'm touching this area, one here, it was here. And what it creates is this. If I come from the back and do this, it creates that look.
That's what I do.
Hey, look, see? The touch stops him from focusing on the target.
Caesar opens the shutters to reveal one of Amelie's least favorite dogs from the neighborhood.
I'm not Harley's way, I don't believe. No. See, this is good. This is. Hey. Hey. Hey.
You can imagine when Mason's asleep how bad this is.
Yeah. Hey. So this can be a father-son, mother-son activity, like Mommy and I, controlling the window behavior.
Okay.
And then creating a different way of being at the window.
Yeah, I can't believe she's sitting there staring at the dog.
Yeah, that's very, that dog is her arch nemesis.
Yeah. See, the ears up is just a beginning of being alert. But we want her to be alert and not territorial or dominant.
Okay.
That's a dog over there.
Do you see the puppy, Mace?
We were teaching Kim how to teach Amelie to act in a different state of mind. That's what's going to keep this environment absolutely safe. That the humans play leadership role, dogs play follower role. Simple as that.
Caesar identifies Kim as the person who needs the most help correcting Amelie, so he asks her to take the dog for a walk.
Because Harley is slow, within the pack, within the walk, make the Chihuahua goes in front. Just because of that, this little Chihuahua end up to be the pack leader. Statue means this, look.
Okay.
Yeah, this, tense statue.
Okay.
You know? And that,
I'll have my head up.
So relax, attention, statue. There we go. Relax, you gotta relax. There we go. You're tense, just relax.
Okay.
There we go. Just keep it right here.
Okay.
Then relax. Then relax. Breathe. But the handler is like this, look.
Okay. Yes, I'm there.
So you have to breathe, breathe. I think I corrected Kim 100 times. Relax, attention. Just keep it right next to you. Relax. Just relax. Up. You gotta breathe. Breathe. Very good. Then relax. It's not about holding with a lot of tension. Look, just holding with assertiveness. Trust yourself more than anything. That you have inner power by being calm, and you have no power by being tense.
Come on, Oz.
Walking statue,
Whoops.
proud, center, balance, and control.
She didn't even look.
Now we're gonna do one more time without you looking at the dog so much.
Okay. Can I go?
Yes, you can. Much better. Relax the hand. There you go. Nice. How's it feel?
Feels great.
It feels different. Bring it back, facing forward. That's right. Don't look at the dog.
Oh. This is so much better. I actually want to go on a walk with her now. I want to pass by another dog.
Then she went into, I want to keep looking for dogs. That was a perfect moment. Where can we find another dog? Today, they saw a different way to deal with. No fight, no flight, no avoidance.
Fortunately, this suburban neighborhood is brimming with dogs.
Just don't let the leash go too far. There we go.
Can I get down and do that to her?
You can, yeah. Just pass by. There we go. Nice. Watch your head.
Go ahead.
Stay right there. Stay right there. Just don't walk away. Hey, watch this. Look. Hey. See, you're pulling her away.
Okay.
And you're trying to block her outside.
Yes.
Instead, they're addressing the problem and then relax.
So what did you do?
I was relaxed.
Okay.
So you were tense, correcting the problem. And so it's not gonna create.
Okay.
See, this right there. This is fine. This is fine. That's a big challenge right there. See it?
Wow.
Yeah. Let's do it again. Is that okay, ma'am?
Yeah, no problem.
Obviously, I came to this case because we felt there was a need for our instructions. We felt there was a need to address, to help someone. especially because there's a baby involved now. Amelie gave this aggression, dominant, territorial, whatever we were working on, right away. She just, here, I don't want to be this way anyway. I'm happier this way. I have more friends, I can walk by people. Especially my human owner named Kim. She feels really good right now. Good.
Wow, Ons. Good girl.
Wow, Mom. Good girl.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, pass us again. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Go ahead, do it again.
Come on, Ons. I think the most important thing I learned today is I just need to relax with Amelie. Well, with everything. With everything in my life.
That's nice, perfect, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Because you have the wrong understanding what discipline is about.
Whenever we'd apply something, she thought it was going to be mean and aggressive and whatever, and this is not.
It's not always a physical touch, and it's never with anger or frustration. Like yelling is not healthy.
No.
Not with children, not with dogs.
No, not with
not with
husband. Calm, assertive energy delivered to someone who is unstable is healthy.
The fact that she doesn't feel like she's hurting the dog when she's going to discipline the dog, that is a huge step. That is something that's really going to help her. And I think she's going to succeed now because I don't think she's scared to go forward with the plan.
Your biggest block is not an aggressive dog. Your biggest block is you worry about.
Yeah.
That goes into other areas, you know, you get tense,
Okay.
blah, 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 all that stuff. But
Yes.
the main source of it, you worry. Worry is healthy to a certain extent, as you know. You know what I mean? And as a mom, I know as a woman, women naturally do that for the benefit of the pack, but at this point, it's not healthy anymore,
It's not helping Amelie.
right?
It's not helping anybody.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for being a great listener.
Yes.
I didn't address myself as much because I feel that she needed most of the information, you know, and if he has good common sense, allow that to be a mentor.
Yes. I want your help, please.
That was the most wonderful thing she said the whole afternoon. Because she has a good instructor right next to her. Today, it was a perfect day of worry-free. Okay, guys. Feel how it feels like and just live it. Of course, we want our dogs to be our best friends. But before that can happen, we must learn how to be their leaders. For some owners, that begins with going back to the basics.
Hey Caesar, I just wanted to say thank you for coming and helping me out with Bam Bam. Ever since the show, I've been walking him every day, about 40 to 45 minutes to an hour walk. He's getting a little better as far as his behavior around the house, but I still got a long way to go. I know it's not easy, so I'm just trying to do as much as I can and just hope everything works out for the best. Thank you very much.
Keep working on it, Raul. I promise your persistence will pay off.
Hi, Cedar. It's been a couple months since you've been here, and things are going really well. Amelie's coming along. She and Mason get along real well.
She barely ever barks at Harley anymore. That was the first thing that changed.
And on the walk, she does really well. She's under control. She's a good girl. Thanks again, Caesar. We hope we see you again soon.
If we provide strong leadership to our dogs, they will pay us back 1,000 times with their trust, respect, and friendship. Until next time, stay calm and assertive.